So let's talk Mediterranean diet a little bit. It's often held up as the gold standard when it comes to health and longevity, cardiovascular disease, and so on. Do you think it deserves that reputation?
Yeah, I do actually. So I think there are a lot of really great principles when it comes from the Mediterranean diet, especially with aging populations. There's tons of studies that show that even if you adhere to slightly to the Mediterranean diet, you're going to have better health outcomes. And so I think the biggest basis when it comes to Mediterranean diet is that you are having, a high abundance of those antioxidants and phytochemicals from fresh fruits and vegetables. But then also, again, you're eating whole foods majority of the time. So most Mediterranean diets in those regions didn't have access to processed foods. If it is processed, it's things that they ferment themselves and they age themselves. They're not eating, ultra processed foods. So they're eating a whole food diet with high in vitamins and mineral dense foods, phytochemicals, but then also high intake of omega-3 fatty acids. So those healthy fats are really great for not only muscle health, but also cognitive health as well too. So freshwater fish, access to those type of foods as well. There is a lower intake of more of those processed meats and red meats with a higher intake of more lean meats.
Do you have any familiarity with the Nordic diet? Have you come across that?
I have. There are some similarities in the two, definitely. There's a lot of different, spin-offs, I guess, of the Mediterranean diet. I've heard Mediterranean Asian diet, the Nordic diet, where they have a lot of the same principles.
Yeah, I think, we tend to be just kind of fed the Mediterranean diet is the diet, but we have so many different regional differences in how people consume food. I mean, you can look at the Okinawa diet, the traditional Okinawa, not kind of the modern Okinawa diet, being one of the blue zones. And Nordic diet being much more root based. The commonality between all those generally seems to be eating local, eating sustainable, eating in season, eating healthy meat sources, and eating an overall greater plant based diet that is, again, seasonal, local, and sustainable. So
Yeah. And a lot
pretty
of
straightforward.
a lot of these dietary habits come from the region in which they live in. So the reason why they have these higher intakes is because they're exposed to different environmental factors that they need those vitamin and minerals. So for example, like during the summer months, our higher intake of dark fresh fruits and vegetables that are very high in antioxidants and electrolytes to help hydrate us and protect us from the sun as well too. So there's eating in season is a huge component as well, and I think we discredit that we do. There's reasons why we have these dietary habits are based off of where we are geographically.